I accidentally screwed my cousin. Multiple times. My F30, ex-husband, M38, and I separated over a year ago. We still live in the same house and parent our 3 small children. As part of our separation agreement, the first party to establish a new relationship will move out or buy out the other party. Our marriage failed due to my ex-husband's drinking and lack of sex and intimacy. He did not want the marriage to end, so it was very rocky, and with a lot of mediation, we were okay. We re-established ourselves as best friends/roommates, and it was working out for us. Surprisingly enough, we have been getting on really well. We are better friends than husband and wife. I was casually seeing a guy, M39, for the last 6 months. He is from the same town I grew up in. I live and work in the next city. We established early on that although we only lived 10 minutes from each other, we had no friends in common and had never heard of one another prior to meeting online. I vaguely remember meeting 2 of his sisters previously at events or non-family gatherings, but I had never known this man. The sister is important. He was also separated and back living with his parents until his finances allowed him to build another house. His ex-wife had the house with his children. We had a wonderful 6 months. We were very compatible sexually, emotionally, JFC, even spiritually. We fell head over heels for each other and would meet at least once a week for great sex. Sometimes we would meet for lunch if we could. We would text and FaceTime every day. He adored me and I him. We were making plans to rent a house together and build a new house on his land. We would keep it discreet. Both our friends and families knew about our failed marriages, but we still didn't want to make it explicitly known that we had moved on just yet. But we were making moves to become official and public with our relationship. Fast forward to last week, I was in visiting my parents. My mom mentioned the name of his sister. Let's call her Britney Spears for the sake of this story, in some idle gossip. I was just about to mention how I was seeing her brother when my mom added she'd be a cousin of mine on her mother's side when my blood ran cold. I tried to keep my cool and probe some more, and she mentioned how Britney's mother is a bit estranged from the wider family and Britney's father raised the kids, and said my grandmother and the Spears kids' grandmother were sisters. I left shortly afterwards and rang Mr. Spears, and at first he thought I was joking. When I started crying he knew I was serious. I asked to end the relationship right there. He was upset and asked me to give it more thought, but he'd respect my choices. When he checked in the following morning, I confirmed that I was not willing to continue, and asked him to not contact me again or tell anyone anything about me. I haven't been sleeping or eating great. I feel nauseated and ashamed of myself. I've blocked Mr. Spears on all platforms, but I can't even look at my own reflection. I'm going to find a good therapist. I just needed to get this off my chest.